basically a jackpot. I can get a 97 or 98 overall for 150K. So we really want to win this. Do you get to pick which house rules I go with? I'm going to go with overtime. I think I perform best in OT. This house rules is 30 straight up college overtime. It's all college OT rules. Oh, he's Michigan State. I feel bad. Sorry, man. I'm sorry for what I must do. So we start 25. He is in big blitz. I am not in a good set to stop big blitz. I might be able to get this out to Corey Kiner. Oh, he's not in mid blitz. Just in the formation. The old fake mid blitz. I know that sauce. Second and inches. I'm going to run straight at this. Corey Kiner. On the first overtime drive, you have the option to kick a PAT or go for two. I think I want to kick the PAT, but the fear is if he scores, he might go for two. That's an easy touchdown, Corey Kiner. So what do we want to do here? I'm going to come out speed option. If it looks great, let's run it. If it looks bad, it's great. Speed option is so good against blitz. This is, we should be able to get this. Get up there. Oh, I got to pitch it late. I couldn't get it lag made. Damn it. No, I got to hold on to the end. Oh, I really thought that was there. I think I should have cut up sooner there with lag made, but I can't get it back. I just got to keep my hands. First and 10 against the Spartans. It's going to step up and
I know what you feel.
Start for our daddy. It's a good start. The only my O-line that's not great is my center's a 95 right now. I think we'll get a super good center. Can definitely get a 96, hopefully a 97. Okay, so definitely can get a 96. Connor Tolleson, Cooper Mays, Cash Cleveland. I want a 97 though. Two awesome options. We could go West Virginia, Zach Frazier, or Jeff Saturday. Dude, I kind of want to put Jeff Saturday because, you know, this is like I remember iconically Jeff Saturday from Madden both. Although he's kind of small. I can lie, 6'2", 295 is not great for what's Zach Frazier looking like. Sorry, Jeff Saturday. Zach Frazier is better. He's bigger. He's taller. He's faster. I kind of go Zach Frazier. I would have loved to go my boy. 127,000 coins for the 97 overall. Super important that we won that game, and we did. Zach Frazier is actually boosted to be 98. This O-line. So 96 is it. A banger, and I can feel it right now. This guy has every best player at every
1, 2, 3. There we go.
But then RG3, and then Jamar Chase. This is a demon squad. How out of his mind saved us from really getting shelled right here. So I'm good. I'm gonna shake Gillis in the middle, 2nd and 10, and national championship. It's gonna be okay. A couple quick routes. See angles here, John. Definitely could be a run play. Let Amari Riggs 1st and 10, expecting a run. If not, let's adjust. Well, his name's air that shit out. Whoa! Damn, I don't know what he just did. Really lucky to not have gotten scored on right there.
Uber Eats is delivering more games, so you can watch more basketball. Right now, get a buy one, get one double stack Mickey bag from Wendy's. Get food to watch basketball.
See some more shit if I was on fucking hell. Hey. See if I can win this Super Bowl. Oh.
Don't touch potato chips your eye or any surface. Or use insect. Remove contact lenses away from team.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the
Top of the wall and arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, and it's look at this matchup. I think there's something different to focus on, and so I'll just ask you, what do you see in this one? Well, Brad, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on. You think I'm going to go with this? No.
Secondary.
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays? It's happened to shoot 25.
Just
So you're on the game's first look.
Down. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package is
wrapped up forever for the loss. Slow, not 5 minutes. And you know what? You're in the field at the 59. That one is for you. To the hand of Allen. Like back to this again. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not until he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards more there. It's a first down. Allen off to Jenny Fink.
caught downfield. It's worthy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper.
Most of the time, when you design a play, you're expected to break it into bigger than this one because when you run about short gains, you risk reward and taking hits. I'm not sure that's the payoff that you're looking for. But they were just sends the ball down the field and scores on their opening run. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following a touchdown, and Elam kicking play. And we will knock out a return. That will bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The carry
Sure.
by Gibbs here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to...
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Good right to me.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler.
That throw, Charles, up the middle of the field. And
Bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter
matter how far
the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies
In the area, an interception can result.
Gain the ball to the 27-yard line.
Well, as a lineman,
There's grade. You've got to stay close to home.
if you're more than a yard downfield,
They're going to toss that flag and they get there.
throwing now is Allen. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing
Pass protection.
than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll send a
receiver here in motion right. So they're going
for it, and here's Allen. And this one
is
boy, it looked like he
had it and dropped it.
Washington will have it on the turnover on down. A tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop it.
It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
So many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused. Get off in that situation.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after
the INT, it's Allen escaping the pressure right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35.
Out there set ready for his next drive in Washington.
Offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color you're throwing? Not the one that you're throwing it to. But maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Allen. Short throw, caught by Pitts.
Past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. For the 3rd time, picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get me one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Now the Dolphins have major mental toughness. So I think we're going to walk over halftime.
You got in half number 2.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That double man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Flush to his right.
All in all, no gain on the play. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Allen. He's going to... He'll be taken down at the 26. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this
first half. Not a guy not only his first catch, first time they targeted him. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And no run
back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington
offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are spun
right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
Balls,
Fused.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
You're right.
Open receiver complete. And down inside the another 18. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running
game involved in the work
perfection.
Touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for
he had to come in to play and actually synced it to the very end. Touchdown goes up in the stat sheet.
But you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates figured it out, made this a successful drive.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to get this
out deep to the key. For sure, first down. It's bound to be one and two. We get the market at 7. Expected to get secondary faster. So, features about 5%. Everyone actually.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. But
here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Oh, caught by Pitts. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Stop it here with just under 6 to go.
First half. Sliding out of the pocket.
Yes.
Throw incomplete.
well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice.
Just throw it downfield out of the pocket if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, if you're running and going, try to get those yards to see.
Their third and final timeout.
As they get it right at the 32nd minute of the
First half.
60 meters on the field for Washington.
On third down.
How are they going to look to throw? This ball down the field to Pitts.
Kyle Pitts with his second
touchdown.
half. And they're able to
add on to their advantage. He'll look down and add the extra point.
And it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown. The kickoff out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this
next drive, the Washington offense. With time quickly fading here in the second.
Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Pickens. And his pass is intercepted. Caught by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. Closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles,
so close to halftime there.
You throw the
interception. Not only that,
you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again. The pocket, but the coverage was good downfield. They got
right to the receiver.
That completion.
A final shot before half for Allen.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Shot couldn't do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return for
coming. It'll be a touchback.
Third quarter will start from
the 30.
the Washington offense at the
line and ready to roll.
Face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. Down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
It wasn't the strongest of first half. They've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Allen. Throw left.
You're going to have this across midfield and inside the 55.
Just his second catch
of the game so far.
This one moves the chains.
So on the inside of the field, now it's 1st and 10. They get things on this
drive. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one
here, and he also picks up a first down. So the shotgun snaps
Allen. He's got this to Pickens. And they will eventually.
He's inside the that one goes for 30 yards. And that's the kind of play this offense just
needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has
kept us in the ballgame. We're down.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Diddle dummy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
This is like multi-course. Hours of preparation, been cooking all day type thing. So by the time we get there, there's whole bread across the table. There's stuff that he's pulling out of the oven. And we were touched that our friend wanted to do this for us, right? Took his own money. Used the skills that he had to make good food, to have a good experience, a good meal with us, right? And so, sit down, and we sort of like half plated already, we sit down, and as soon as we get ready to eat, he didn't pay his light bill, because as soon as we get ready to leave, the lights go out, right? And when I say we're ready to eat, I'm talking about napkin in and everything, chair all brought up and stuff, and then the lights pop off, right? And then he doesn't mention it at all. I'm scooping my chair up and the lights go out, and he don't even go, oop, like nothing. He just, y'all, let's eat. And it is pitch black, okay? And in my head, I'm like, what? How often does this happen that you're not going to say anything at all? Not acknowledge it one bit. And so then, I'm sitting in the dark, and I'm looking around. I can't see anybody, but I'm looking around. The way you try to meet eyes when something wild happens and everything. And then after like a couple seconds, he was like, wait. Waiting to hear why. Maybe it's a breaker issue. Maybe it's just, block or something like that. And he's like, wait. Let's say grace. To be fair, when I say grace, I bow my head and close my eyes anyway, but it's different. I'm saying grace in the dark that's genuinely menacing, okay? Because it's a prayer. this one doesn't sound right. I don't like that. It's happened a lot because not only does he not address it, but he is going with his fork and knife, and he's the only one out of us that's got any rhythm going with the play. Okay. Because he chose the right friends to do this in front of, because he doesn't mention it, so we don't want to mention it because we don't want to feel rude, you know? We out here treating broke like a country, like I wouldn't want to offend his culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, if eating in the dark is part of his customs, let's go ahead and acquiesce. And so we're all in the dark, and I could have sworn I knew how to use a fork and knife. Was positive because I've been doing it my entire life. But it's not until you in the dark that you realize, at least me, I have no idea where my mouth is because we already had some peas and carrots and some mashed potatoes on the plate, right? But like I said, this is all like Thanksgiving style and everything, all family style. So a lot of the dishes are in other containers on the table. So I'm just trying to start with what I have. So then I go to scoop up some mashed potatoes and then I stab myself in the cheek, right? And he had done a good job with the mashed potatoes. I got two prongs in the mouth and two prongs on the cheek, but I'm like, that got me good. I need to slow down, right? Because you're not really thinking of how fast your hand is moving when you try to eat. So now I'm like, let me go ahead and attack the peas. But the peas, I can't find my spoon, right? So the peas are going to have to go with this fork, and they are slipping. I'm imagining they're going right off the plate. And so I'm trying to stab for some peas, but everybody can hear me just clinking, just hitting, right? And finally, I feel a little thump. That's a carrot. So then I lift up slowly. I bite a carrot. It's hard because he didn't actually cook everything wrong, just the mashed potatoes. So now I'm eating bad food in the dark, right? Because every time I do get a bite of something, the food is still hot because he did a good job of plating, right? So there was a little bit of little chicken thigh that was already on the plate and stuff. So I cut that up a little bit, put the chicken in my mouth. But now I didn't realize how hot it would be because I couldn't see steam, right? So now I have burned my tongue in the moment, and I'm doing that. And I'm not the only one, because he is the only one hitting any of this with rhythm. You know what I mean? Like his fork, you can tell his fork slicing where it's supposed to slice, that he's scooping where he's supposed to scoop and everything. And everybody else, I'm assuming, is just making noise because there are some, I don't hear any chewing. So I feel like the person next to me was just like, because the meat was tough, right? And so then, like I said, it was like Thanksgiving family style and stuff. So then our host pops up, is like, I forgot some of the cranberry sauce. Let me go up and get it. And for as adept, okay, he gets up and all we hear is I'm back. And so I know that I'm making an attempt to eat. I'm doing my best, right? But then apparently someone else is, because from the other side of the table, I can hear someone, because once again, it's family style. I hear somebody, hey, sheepishly, you don't need to whisper, it's just dark. Real quick. Okay. All right, get somebody past the green beans. And so then the person who thought they had the green beans starts feeling for the container, right? So now we hear them plopping along the table and everything. And then they finally grab it. And then they from over here, who wanted it again? And instead just saying their name, they're like, over here. So then we had to get the green beans across the table, Marco Polo style. of people passing it past me, but I didn't want to be involved, right? I didn't want to have anything to do with this whatsoever. And so then I could see, no, I can't see anything, but like I can tell that the person to my left is trying to reach for it, the person from my right. And so I'm like, I don't need to help. I just need to lean back because they can't see. They lean forward and just grab my face. And then they're like, is this it? I'm like, no, it's not. And so I push their hand forward. They actually grab, I'm assuming, the casserole platter. And then I think they dropped it a little bit because then I feel hot splash, right? So I get a hot splash, boom, right on the face. And I'm just like, they get the green beans over to that side of the table. Turns out it was yams. Okay, so and when you go to take what you think is going to be green beans and it's yams, it's a texture you'll never forget, right? No one was ready. And so once I get like hot splash, because it was whatever it was, it burned a little. I was ready to go, and it had been some time. You know what I mean? Like most meals only take 15, 20 minutes to really eat until you get full anyway. And it had been however long it had been, I don't know. And so I'm ready to go. I don't want to be the first one. So then I try to, I'm good at it. I try to do my voice. They'll be like, well, this has been so great. And obviously everybody felt the same way because then as soon as I scoop my chair to get back, everybody else get ready to get up, right? And so we all start getting up and we thank him for cooking and everything. And then we feel our way for the door. And as soon as we open the door, a bunch of hallway lights fills in. I'm like, this was wholly unnecessary. So I go to leave, and as I'm leaving, pass a mirror in his lobby, which is the first look I get of my face. I haven't looked like this after I've eaten since I was a baby, all right? Because I got mashed potatoes here. I knew about those, right? But then I got a little bit of like chicken right here, just a couple of strands of chicken. And then this was gravy. So I got splashed with hot gravy coming down my face. That's why I vet people now. Like now when people offer to have me over and cook, I ask some of their friends, I'm like, hey, have you been over there before? Are they a good cook? Do the lights stay on? Things that you just need to know before you go. A while back, I got invited to a friend's house and he had cooked me and some of his other friends. And when I say cook, I mean like he went all out. You know, it was about six of us all together, right? But this is like multi-course, hours of preparation, looking all day type thing. So by the time we get there, there's a whole spread across the table. There's stuff that he's pulling out of the oven. And we were touched that our friend wanted to do this for us, right? Took his own money, used the skills that he had to make good food, to have a good experience, have a good meal with us, right? And so, sit down and we sort of like half plated already, when we sit down. And as soon as we get ready to eat, I guess he didn't pay his light bill because as soon as we get ready to leave, the lights go out, right? And when I say we were ready to eat, I'm talking about napkin and
I had to fucking eat it. Kobe Dean. Peakly power person doesn't need change. He sucks at his own coverage. Taylor here. Aiden Christensen.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Case Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. During the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
The weather will not be a factor today.
We had absolutely beautiful conditions here.
And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's 2nd and 2. He throws a bullet to the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Shit.
The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. David Njoku, the touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra points.
That was some bullshit, though.
Right. And the Titans will jump back to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He's only going to manage to get back. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field, into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there. And the Titans will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Airing it out
to start this drive. Screen pass, ball's incomplete.
This one intended for the running back. And now it's 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. They give it
to him again.
Be quickly trying to get set again. They'll throw on first. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down
for a long. Joseph to bring out
offense here. Here's 2nd and 11. That's safe route working the sideline, complete. And he's gotten it down to the 30 before going out. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle.
Gonna get the second down. They will get another play on at the end of one. Either side,
pretty much so far. More Madden Ultimate Team action on EA Sports. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. Back to throw on 3rd down. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense in a hurry up here. Pass play now. The Titans grow their lead just before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That one right down the middle.
And the Titans double their lead to 14. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again.
And the Titans
get it back after a marvelous
defensive effort. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives.
They have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the
passing game is to their game plan and their
success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right
now, they're reading this quarterback like
here's 2nd and 7. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing it again here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. We'll get this to Jefferson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He'll look to throw on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, nothing there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive. Points.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. Flushed out of the pocket. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. He's got it!
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Titans going with a field goal unit here. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hits his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. On 1st down, Allen finds his back complete. And he hits absolutely popped to end that one. Offense